Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge and welcome back to Academia School Simulator, where of course we're back at the very lovely Cupboard College. And last time out we spent quite a lot of time placing down an awful lot of decorative items, and it's made our school look very pretty indeed. We've added so many nice things. So we've put down loads of trees and loads of little planters and loads of bushes. We've put down so many of these. So along here we've got ourselves some spruce trees. There's some of these sakura trees here. I think they're called myrtle trees, the other pink ones. So that must be quite nice to walk up here. It must look very pretty. But of course, they're all down the sides here, looking very nice. Got lots of planters going on along here. Big row of planters with the little sort of topiary kind of bush things there. And then some nice sort of flowers there. We've got loads of these things. Wooden ones going all the way up here. We've got different varieties of trees all along here. On this little bit, loads of bamboo, just absolutely loads of bamboo, lots of the old bamboo going on there. And then this bit here, I think this is my favourite bit of the sort of the tree work that we put in, all the decoratives that go in. This is my favourite bit. This here, this lovely avenue of maple trees. It must look really nice to just walk down here because they're really colourful and they will add a nice splash of colour when you walk through the school. So we spent a long time putting down all these things, and pretty much all the spaces that can have something in, whether it's a tree or a bush or a planter or whatever, has got something in. There's loads and loads of things. So that was one thing that we did, and we wanted to do that just to make the school look prettier, make it look really nice, make it more attractive and welcoming to everybody. Another thing we did was that we completed work over here in the Geek Cupboard sponsored yellow and blue walled building. So we got the common area done, we put the toilet in, classrooms were all set up, we got the science lab, and then of course also we put a clinic just here because we'd forgotten to put a clinic over here in the orange wall building. Whoops, sorry everybody. And so we put one in here. We sacrificed one of the computer labs and we got ourselves a clinic in just here. And it was a pretty good job we did because we looked at this a couple of times, and whenever we looked, it was very busy. There were a lot of ill students. In year 13, there was clearly a bug going round, and we saw quite a lot of ill kids in here. So yeah, it was a good job we got that constructed. We also built this wonderful little thing, a kind of where you can go and sit there and just, you can sit on the bench in this lovely cup of tea structure and then just look at this tree. And that's what you do. You can contemplate life. Contemplate. Yes, it's the bench of contemplation. That's what it is. Oh my goodness me. Okay, well there we go. Now we know what it is. It's where you can go and contemplate everything that you want to do that to. So yeah, this was suggested in the comments. This tree here was there before. It was there when we bought bits of land, and for some reason it hadn't been removed. And a few people said, well, don't remove it. Leave the tree there and make it a focal point. Do something with it. And then other people said, can you put a cup of tea around the tree? So yeah, we did. Look. Handle, cup, and then the brown kind of flooring in there is supposed to be sort of representative of the tea. It's not entirely accurate, but it'll do. And then yeah, this is a place now, there's a little bench, and I like that. The contemplation area. Oh yes, absolutely perfect. And then that was it. That's what we did. We got to the end of year 13, so we got our report card. It's all looking very good. Even better news was that the Intelligence Institute have fallen. I think they were in 3rd. They're now back down in 15th, which is brilliant news for us. They have absolutely tumbled. I bet that still won't stop them stealing our students. I bet lots of our kids will still leave to go to the evil Intelligence Institute. But we did really well. Passing rate A, cleanliness A, delinquency A, graduate pedigree A, all A's down the board, final grade of A+. And I think we had a few people that might have failed. I think we had 2. Do we have 2 failures possibly of all the people that actually took exams? So, again, really good results. 98, 99, 93, 92% pass rates. Really very impressive. And now we've started year 14, and year 14 is going to be the final year here at Cupboard College. And we're going to do year 14 right now. We're going to go through the entirety of the year right now because the school is finished. It's done. There is nothing more we can do. We've bought the last bit of land. We've got that all sorted. We've built on everything apart from down at the bottom here. But we can't do too much with that right now. So yeah, we've got all the buildings in, all the classrooms are in, parks, common areas. All the buildings are where they are going to remain. We're not going to fiddle about with things. It's all looking really nice. I like the fact that the school is, it's got nice outdoors bits, it's got nice sort of pathways and everything. So yeah, this is it. This is a school as it's going to be from now until whenever, from now onwards. So we're going to run it through and just have year 14 as the kind of the final test, I suppose, of Cupboard College, just to see what the finished school is capable of with the 647 students that we now have turning up here. Because yes, we went and got ourselves loads of extra students last time because we've got these classrooms just here. And yeah, we didn't have enough freshmen interested. So we've got ourselves sophomore, junior, and then 2 senior classrooms. We've got a couple of senior classrooms here because there were more seniors interested than there were freshmen. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the entire year on now, and we're just going to do various bits and bobs. There are still some things that we need to do right now. So we're going to get these solar panels put across the bottom. That's absolutely fine. There is something that we need to look at in the bus stop, which people have highlighted in the comments. So we'll go and look at that. We'll get all of the utilities things put in up there. We do need to sort out the classrooms and hire the teachers and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll just sit back. We'll sit back and watch what happens throughout the year. And then hopefully at the end of the year, we will see similar results to these over here with our passing rate and all that kind of stuff. And I'd like to think that not that many people will drop out. And then the ones that do stay and take exams will all pass. But this is it. This is going to be the final part of season 3 of academia, because we're just going to do the final year right now. So let's see how we get on. Now, the observant among you, and I've also noticed this, so I'm classing myself as observant now, go me, will note that we seem to have significantly more money than when we left off last time. I'm not sure how that's happened. We seem now to have, I'm fairly certain it was 160 grand when we left last time. I'm fairly certain that it said 160,000, and I said, goodness me, that's a lot of money. Now we seem to have 225,000. So we've got ourselves 65 grand from somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, maybe the accountant looked down the back of his chair or something and found a big bag of money. I'm not entirely sure where that's come from. I don't know if that's a bug. I don't know if it's because we're opening up really early. You know, we're starting the game very close to when the school children are coming in for the new year. So it's paying us their sort of tuition fees again or something. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know, but I'm fairly confident that we did not have that much money at the start of the previous part. But you know what? Never mind. That's what we've got. That's what the game has given us. We shall use it and certainly take advantage of that extra bit of cash. So the first thing we need to do, we need to go and sort out all of the different classrooms, because of course all the classrooms have got slightly bizarre numbers. Like, yeah, that classroom has nobody in at all, which is a little bit silly. Come on, academia, come on. You've got a classroom of no students. What's this about? So let's go and try and even out all the different student numbers in all of the classrooms. Okay, so sophomores, juniors and seniors, they all have 24 students in each class. And then the freshmen, because there's less of those, there's less freshmen in the school because they were less interested in coming in, they've got class sizes of 20, except down here. Classroom 17 has got 19 students in. That means they get an extra tiny little teaching bonus here. So we've made sure that one of our less capable teachers has got that classroom there with the slightly less students in, just so they can get that bonus. Although I have a bit of a plan to try and sort out some of our teachers, because we're Cupboard College and we've got loads of money and we've got loads of students and we're the #1 school. Maybe it's time to possibly improve our teaching capability a little bit. Like, look, we've got teachers here with 100, which is wonderful. They're excellent teachers. Yet there's somebody here with 60. I mean, that's good. That's good. You're doing a very noble thing. You're teaching and it is splendid and it's very good. But I think we could do better. So we'll go and look at the teachers at some point. We'll go and have a little look at the teachers and maybe just look at rejigging our faculty members a tiny bit, because I think that's probably worth doing. Let's also go down to, let's just check the kitchen is still doing the fancy food. 14,400 a day we spend on the fancy food. And then school bus usage. Now we earn ourselves 42,216 monies per day. Is it possible for us to get every single student on the school bus coming in? Let's have a look what that's going to do to our money. So there we go. That's everybody. And it's only come down to 35,000 a day. Yeah, that's a paltry 35 grand a day in profit. Let's do that. Let's absolutely do that. So get every single freshman, sophomore, junior, senior on the bus. I mean, it better be a big bus. I imagine they might come on multiple buses, or one. utterly gigantic, really massive bus. I don't know, but there we go. So that is that sorted as well, which is wonderful. Right, another thing we need to look at, this got pointed out in the comments, isn't that there is a bench missing? Oh yeah, so there is. Absolutely well spotted comment section. Right. Yeah, bus stop and a bench can go just there. Thank you. And another thing that came from the comments as well was down here with logistics, the common area link. We need to make sure this common area is linked to all the other classrooms because for some reason it is not. So here we go. Connect it to those. Connect it to those ones. I mean, I don't know why it leaves some out. I'd love to know the logic of which ones it chooses and which ones it doesn't like. I'm baffled by it. It just sort of picks 3 and not that one. Well, what's wrong with the senior classroom there? I don't really know. So, yeah, there we go. Connected to all of those classrooms there. I think that looks about right. That looks okay. And then these classrooms here, do we need to connect those to the cafeterias and things like that? Hang on. All the common areas need to be linked to those new classrooms as well, don't they? So, oh my goodness me. Right, okay, yeah. Common areas, link it to all of these ones. Right, let's just go and do some common area linking. This could take a little while. Okay, so that's done all the common area linking. So now our 4 new classrooms are linked to any of the other common areas that they wish to go to. So they're not exclusive. They can go wherever they like, which, you know, seems nice. That seems about what we want to do. And then the cafeteria linking now needs to go in. So we'll start up here. So they're linked to that one already. This cafeteria here, for some reason, they're not linked to, even though they're still relatively close to it. Don't fully understand that one. There is a cafeteria just there, which they will get linked to. There is one right up in the corner, the headache cafeteria. If they find themselves over that part of the school, they can go and eat in that one if they so wish. And then the one over there as well. Okay, so now all of the linking stuff is done. Now, hang on a minute. No, it isn't. Now we need to do this as well. Hang on. We'll link you to the principal. We'll link you to the vice principal. And we'll link you to that vice principal. Ah, they're already linked to that vice principal. Okay, so it's at least done one set of them. And now I think that is it for linking the new classrooms up, which is wonderful. So now that's done. Okay, now we need to look at the teachers. So we can go through. Now we've got quite a lot of money. We've got quite a lot of money now. So we can pay out quite a few of the sort of hiring bonuses. So let's go and have a look at the teaching staff. Let's go over to here. So, I mean, really, we want to get our hands on all of the fancy teachers with the super sort of special degree type things, because they've always got 100 in one of the skills. So, for example, Peter Green here, 100 in language. Do you know what? 8,900. We've got 225 grand. Yeah, we'll absolutely have you. Welcome aboard. Who else has appeared? Madrout Stowe. Yeah, absolutely. Over there, you can join in art. Language. I don't think we need another language teacher right now, unless we get rid of some of the less able ones, like Roxanne Rychecki, possibly. Let's get rid of you. So, well, yeah, farewell, Roxanne, and we will hire you. So, Antonio Luna, you can come in. So this is all looking good. This is all looking very good. Right, Chris Honbun, you do math. Absolutely, you can come in. Madeline Oy for language. Don't need one right now. Science, yep, we need a science person. Let's make sure everybody's got 5. Language and art, okay. So language and art. Okay, so we've got 2 of the fancy teachers now that can do language and art. Let's go up to art. What's that one there? An increase in energy, because Lao Tzu, possibly, is quite mellow. Okay, let's get rid of Corey Wilmot. So cheerio, Corey, and in you come Lao Tzu to the art faculty, which is nice. Josh Matthews has appeared. Science. Okay. Alejandro Busby, yep, you've gone. Cheerio now, cheerio, and Josh can come in, which is splendid. Oh my goodness me, now we've got Plato coming in to teach language. I mean, do we just get rid of Henry Collins and get Plato in? And he's funny as well. Plato's hilarious. Oh, the stories he comes up with. Okay, yeah, we'll get rid of Henry Collins and we'll put Plato in, which seems a little bit silly. So now the language department is just 5 of the special level teachers, that's just very, very silly. That's very silly. Right, Drew, everyone teaching language at the minute. Lots of people teaching language. Can we have some more people that are not teaching language? That'd be great. Aristotle on history seems about right. Yep, we'll hire you in. And you are, of course, your language. Your science. Do you want to get rid of another one of our science teachers? Jocelyn Aylor. Yeah, okay, absolutely. We'll get rid of you. Let's put Sean Vanilla back in. keep getting the little messages popping up saying you've not got the right amount of teachers, but yeah, it's fine. We keep hiring them back in game. It's okay. Ada Lovelace, art. Let's get rid of Nathan Davis. Yep, absolutely. I wouldn't have thought Ada Lovelace would have been an art teacher. I thought maybe science or math, possibly. I mean, you know, she's sort of computery. But okay, we'll get you in. You can teach some of the art. Another history teacher. Yeah, we'll get rid of you. We'll get rid of Irma Butak. And in comes Vlad Tahoni, which is splendid. Jose Rizal has appeared. Hasn't he already employed? Hang on a second. He's already employed somewhere else, isn't he? Oh no, it's that there. They just look very similar. They look similar. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they've kind of got the same clothes on. And they've got the same kind of jacket sort of thing on there. Okay, so what are you good? Oh, language. Well, of course you are. Okay, let's keep going. We need a PE person. We need multiple PE people. Let's just keep going until we've actually got ourselves a good complement of teachers. I mean, yeah, I'd like to get 2 of the special degree teachers into PE if we can find them. Okay, so this has taken a little while, but now we have in our language department 5 teachers with the special degree, and it's the same for math, it's the same for science, it's the same for art, it's the same for history, and down here in PE we've got the 4 teachers with the special degree, and then Jessie Smith here, but Jessie is about to be given the great big heave-ho out the door. Cheerio, Jessie, I apologise, because we can get you in just here, and this is very exciting because this is Ryan Sumo, who is one of the developers of Academia. So one of the developers is going to join us, weird enough, as a PE teacher. I mean, you know, I thought you might have been in math, you know, doing more computery things. But no, you can come in as a PE teacher, Ryan. There we go. So now every single department has got 5 of the special degree teachers. It took us a little while to get there, but we got there in the end. I mean, some of them don't have the best traits. Like, you're quite boring. Connaught Williams is very boring in PE. I mean, I don't quite know how boring you can be in PE. But, you know, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. They're doing very, very good teaching work. We have burnt through a significant amount of money. We are now significantly poorer than we once were. We've got 52 grand, which is still a lot of money, but it's not 225 grand. So yeah, the little bug that might have appeared that gave us quite a lot of money has helped us sort out our teaching complement there. So yeah, that's fine. We've spent it on something nice and worthwhile. Let's get the rest of these solar panels in as well whilst we're here. Let's just get all of those done because we might as well. I think we can afford to do that. So they're facing that way. How much is this going to cost? Oh, it's actually going to be... Oh my goodness, it's quite expensive. It's expensive. It fits perfectly at the end there. 40,500 money to get all of those things in. Oh my word. That's very, very expensive. That leaves us with 12.5 grand. We had 225 grand not that long ago. But okay, never mind. There we go. That's where we're at now. So we should see them running along, building quite a lot of these things. I think one of them would have gone to build the bench over in the bus stop. That's just been done, actually. Okay, so that money will creep up ever so slightly because we're building all of these solar panels. It will not get to loads. I don't imagine it's going to increase it any great amount. I mean, if we could see it getting to, I don't know, plus 27 grand... Maybe by the time they've finished all of those things there, that would be good. That would be an achievement, I think. So let's wait for those to finish them. And there's going to be quite a bit of waiting because, as we've pointed out, there's nothing really for us to do. There's no building to do. There's nothing, you know, for us to get on with. We don't need to sort out any routing or anything. It's just sort of sitting back and watching how year 14 is doing. But at least we've got all those teachers in. All those teachers are now in and they're really good teachers. They can do some really good teaching. Hopefully we should get some really good pass results. Let's repair that toilet. We don't want that thing falling apart while you're using it. That would be bad. And I think 7 in the morning, in come all of the students because, yeah, they weren't sort of, we didn't change the sort of bus things in time for it to take effect on day 1. But from day 2 and onwards for the rest of year 14, we should see all of the students arrive on the bus. So they'll all arrive at whatever it is, just past 6 in the morning, I think. And they'll all get off at the bus stop. And then we'll just have a school full of students. We will have a school absolutely rammed with, 647 students. Which is very silly, but that's good. That's good. So they'll get in early. They can do some early learning. And how are we looking here? It has been completed. Oh, okay, right. And our money has come tumbling down because they've got some extra food deliveries in. Okay, never mind. But we now do have $39,196 to spend. Well, I mean, let's go up here. Let's go up here. I can't believe that it's already, 8 in the morning, and we've burnt through so much money. And a student has been set straight by counselling by 8 o'clock in the morning on day 1. Good grief. Okay, right, there we go. So yeah, let's go to here. No, go to the right button. Go to utilities. Let's get some wind turbines along here. I imagine we can afford quite a few of those. So how are we looking in terms of generating our power? We are not great. Not great. What's the difference between that? About $3,000, and the difference with water is about $3,000. Now I think water we probably can get done a lot easier. If we sort of do that there, that's going to cost $10,000. Bring that in like that. And do you know what? We'll put one there as well. I was leaving a gap, but we can just, they can come in this side. Oh no, can they get through? Oh no, have I blocked that off? Do we need a gate up here somewhere? I don't know if they can walk through. Oh, they can just ghost their way through these things. Oh, that's absolutely fine. We don't need to worry about that at all then. Okay, right, well, we can remove that blueprinting there, which might be the last time we use the blueprinting tool. Farewell, blueprinting tool. We barely knew ye. In fact, we knew you loads. We use you for pretty much everything. Hooray for the blueprint tool. So there we go. Our money creeping up because we're getting these things constructed. And we've got 9,500. I mean, why don't we just carry on just building these until we've got... No, hang on. Let's leave a little bit of money in the bank just in case we get a random event, because those things are going to happen. The random events will kick in and we'll have to deal with them. So there we go. Put 4 more in. That'll save us a little bit more money. In fact, it might. It's not going to push us over the edge, I don't think. I don't think it's going to get us into profit territory this time, but next time it might. Tomorrow, when we come round, when we get to day 2 and we get our 16, almost 17 grand, and we build the rest of those, I think we will be making a profit on the water, which is lovely. Oh, that's going to be very good. That's going to be very good. At least we've paid off one of our utilities. It would be nice if we could make enough profit off the water to also cover the electric costs. That would be great. So another $3,000. It would be lovely if we could get, about $4,000 off of the water extra. That would be splendid. So that would cover all of the water and all of the electric as well. That would be nice. Let's see if we can actually make that happen. Ah, there we go. So it's just gone 3 o'clock and there is a random event for us to deal with. So what is going on? Rival school tough guys have challenged some of your students to a fight. It's the Evil Intelligence Institute. Of course it is. They're trying to stir up trouble and dissent. So $2,000. Call your counterpart principal and organise an anti-violence session with your counsellor. There is an 80% chance that we will get 50 prestige. That seems like the best option. We can go to the fight and try to stop it personally. 60% chance that we might lose 20 prestige and 5 students get injured. That doesn't sound very good at all. Or just entirely leave it alone. Let them work out their issues. There is a 60% chance that 5 students become rowdy. Joe, what? Let's do this. I mean, we've got the money. That's why we kept it behind. So there you go. It's always worth keeping a little bit of money behind just in case random events come along. So, yeah, we'll go for this. Absolutely. An 80% chance that we get ourselves 50 prestige by organising a little anti-violence session with the counsellors. Well, that's quite nice, though. Let's see if that actually works. Do we get that? And we do. You're not sure if they absorbed it all, but everyone shook hands afterwards, and the fight was averted. Oh, well, that's nice. There you go. Everybody came out of it a slightly better person. Hooray! Okay, so it's the end of day 1 of year 14, the end of the first day of the final year here at Cupboard College that we're going to see anyway. I mean, Cupboard College will continue. It'll keep teaching the students in its, excellent and friendly and very good way. We just won't be here to see it. But end of day 1, what I'm intrigued with is, let's wait for day 2 to roll around. I like the fact that they're still rushing about, all the janitors just doing that last little bit of cleaning, just, picking up the last bit of litter and chucking it away in the bin or whatever. So I want to see if everybody comes in on the bus on the morning of day 2. I want to see if that's actually going to work or not, because I'm intrigued. I mean, are there going to be multiple buses? Or is it just a great big bus that's going to come in? I imagine there's got to be multiple buses. They're going to queue up and the kids will just get off the buses. Okay, so day 2, and in comes... Is that all of the students? All on one bus? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on a minute. Hang on. That is a lot of students. That is 647 students that arrived on this bus. Okay, right. Explain this bus, Academia. What's going on here? Is it a TARDIS bus? It's clearly a TARDIS bus. It's a dimensionally transcendental bus that is significantly bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, because that one bus managed to fit in 647 students and the driver as well. So 648 people were crammed into here somehow. Okay, that's fine. Right, academia, we'll just go with that. That's okay. We'll roll with it. Okay, I mean, look, and they're all coming in. I don't know what, where are they going to go? Where does everyone pour off to? So some people have gone into the science lab. That's fine. A couple have gone into the computer lab. Some are coming in here to... yeah, they're going into that computer lab as well. Some are going up here. Now, a lot are going into the school parks. That's fine. Some have gone into the library. That's fine. Some have gone into the common area. So they are just kind of scattering themselves around the parks. I mean, the parks are massively popular. The school parks are really, really busy. In fact, there's still some people that can't find seats or, ponds to go and feed the fish at or whatever. There's still the little signs above their head saying, I can't get to where I want to go or whatever. I mean, there is another school park down here. It looks a little bit less busy. Is it less busy? No, even that's still quite busy. That's still very, very busy. Is there anybody taking time out over here in the contemplation area? No, there is not. But, there goes Socrates, just popping by. Bye, Socrates. Cheerio. Okay, well, there we go. So all the students have come in. And, they do come in very early and all on one bus, which is, a little bit strange, a bit unexpected. Thought there might be a big queue of buses. But, do you know what? Never mind. Right, we'll wait till 7 in the morning. And then we'll get paid, and then we'll just see what we can build up here. But of course, we will keep a bit of money behind, because we've seen that keeping a tiny bit of money behind comes in useful when we have the little sort of random event things pop up. And we don't want to have to pick the naff options. We've worked so hard to get all of that prestige. We don't want to then have to lose some because we've not saved ourselves $2,000 or whatever. So here we go. That has now appeared. Right, I've got 20 grand. Motorized pumps. Can we get them across there? That's 14,400. Yeah, do that, please. Absolutely. And then we'll see what that does to our cash flow down here. So water, we should... how many are we building? We get 100 from each, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we should go up to, what, 9,600 income from the water? Or whatever it was, something like that. Which does mean that we're making profit on water now. So our expenses are being eclipsed by our income for water. Hooray, right, so we're making a profit. 9,600. We'll keep that money behind. And okay, there we go. It's sort of done. There's nothing else much for us to do right now, except I will sit back, I will sip at my tea, and we will watch stuff happen. And if random events pop up, we'll deal with the random events. Other than that, it's just time to have some tea. And we have had the first dropout. Anna Lee dropped out because the school is boring. Okay, you are quite bored. You are indeed quite bored. There is a certain lack of fun in this bar. Everything else looking pretty good. But yes, you are the first one to go. Okay, I mean, what are we on? Day 2 at 2 o'clock. Yeah, that's not great. I mean, we've not even made it halfway through the school year before they've dropped out. Never mind. It cannot be helped. It's one of those things where we just have to grin and bear it. We can't sort of tempt them back in. We can't offer them anything more entertaining. I don't know what else we could offer them, to be perfectly honest. We've built lots of rooms. There's plenty of parks, lots of PE stuff, lots of computer rooms, art rooms, music rooms, science rooms. There's so many things for people to do in this school. I'm not entirely sure how people can get bored unless they have very, very specific requirements that they like to entertain themselves. I mean, maybe we're not covering those, but there we go. Dropout number 1, day 2 at about 2 o'clock. So we're down to, we're still down to 646 students. 645, boo, Vincent Brooks has left to go to the Intelligence Institute for some terrifying reason. You're a materialistic alien. Okay, and you're bored. Okay, fine. Cheerio, Vincent Brooks. I mean, maybe the boredom thing doesn't help. I don't know why you're going to the Intelligence Institute, though. Because they're rubbish. They're 15th. Have you seen where they are in the league rankings? They're 15th place. We're first. We're first, and we're absolutely locked into first place. We are very many points ahead. Oh no, now Richard White has dropped out because the school is boring. Oh dearie me. Right, okay. 3 dropouts now on day 2 by 3 p.m. Okay, let's hope that that's it. Let's hope that that's all we see in terms of dropouts for the rest of the day. Okay, it's day 3 and it's 6:03 in the morning. I just want to watch the TARDIS bus come in. Where is the TARDIS bus containing all of the gazillion school children? There it is, dropping off 644 school children now. So there were no more dropouts across day 2, which is good. Oh, look. There's actual romance going on. People are crushing all over the place, and these people are just, oh, somebody's watching me. Someone's scared. Oh no. Oh dear. It's not gone well for Adam Murphy though up there. Oh dearie me. Andrew Martin there though. Yeah, I like the way that Larry is a little bit scared. Larry, just go. Just go back inside the school. What's going on there? Oh, you were doing something that you shouldn't have been doing. Oh, they were being troublesome. Oh, they were bullying. Okay, no, right, I completely misunderstood that. I thought that they were just a little bit scared that somebody was crushing on them. They were just sort of staring at them. But no. Okay, right, I get that. Right, they were doing something nefarious. Okay, so the money has come in for day 3. We've got $26,000. So let's go into here. Let's finish this little bit off up here, shall we? So what do we want to put in? We're making money on the water. So we're making $300 on water. Well, more or less $300, just shy of $300. So maybe we should try and generate some more electricity. What do we get? A wind turbine drops the electric by 50 a day. A motorised pump does use a bit of electric, but then reduces the water cost by 100 a day. I mean, why don't we just put loads of those in? They seem to be the most profitable of all the things. We'll put another row of them in. There we go. 5 students absent due to sickness. Okay. That's not good, is it? How is it looking here, actually? What have we got? So, yeah, 5 in the third year. So 5 in the juniors are ill, and we have only 5 delinquents across a school of 644 students. So 1 freshman, 1 sophomore, 1 junior, and 2 seniors are delinquents. I mean, yeah, some of the messages have been popping up saying, yeah, student has been set straight by counselling and all that kind of stuff. So there presumably have been more, but that's good to see. At least there's only 5. There's only 5 on day 3. That's pretty good. And yeah, we've seen that our counsellors are actually dealing with the troublemakers, which is splendid news. Okay, so day 4 has rolled around, and I've put all the motorised pumps in because we had the money for it, and we've got 5,341 monies left. And we are now making ourselves, 19,628. So how much money are we making on the water? 12,400. We're making on water from our own pumps. And our expenses for all of our sinks and toilets and everything else, all the sort of washing up sinks and all that kind of stuff, is 9,324. So we are making quite a nice bit of money on water there, which is very good. So that's quite nice. That's good. Nice little sort of profit earning thing. And then whilst we're here, let's just take a look at what's going on with the students, because we're kind of, we've finished day 3. So we're a third of the way through the year. So let's have a look. So we've got ourselves 11 ill students, which, isn't great, but we can't do much about that. And then only 2 delinquents. That is very good. That is very good for day 4 to have 2 delinquents. I mean, yes, more will appear. More will start, making nuisances of themselves as the year goes on, all that kind of stuff. But to be down to 2 already by this point in the year, that is very, very good. And then if we have a look in here, how are we looking for the actual learning? Okay, art is leading the charge. Art is leading the charge, very closely followed by science. Then we've got history, and then language and math kind of languishing near the back, and PE. Oh no, PE is just drawn level with language and math now. And art and science are kind of still vying for the lead there. But hang on a minute, so we're on day 4. We've only just started day 4. So days 1, 2, and 3 have been complete, and art is already on 46 out of 100. So, I mean, in another 3 days, that's going to be double that, which is, maths with Penge, 92. That's going to be 92 after, 6 days? So it should be up to, in fact, everything, really. By the time we finish, by the time we get to the end of the school year, all of those things should be absolutely maxed out. Because if they're that far already at this point in the school year, then we've got over half a school year to go. We've got over half the school year. So that's they're just going to get up really high. They should be on the 99s or even the 100s. They should be all maxed out. I would like to see them all on 100 by the end of the year. Did you hear that, teachers? Did you hear that? You've got a goal. Get all of these sort of learning number things. Get all the subject learning all the way up to 100, please. That is your goal. There's nothing in it for you. Apart from, I probably won't fire you or whatever. But absolutely. I think we can see that get up to 100. And we have random event. A salesman offers you an upgraded microscope, promising your students will do much better at science. Yeah, okay. Our microscopes look like magnifying glasses compared to the new models. Let's buy them, absolutely. Let's step into the future. So 75% chance that our students will get 1 science boost, which is, that's okay. I don't think we need it, but it's fine. It costs us 1,300. We can afford that. And we get shiny new microscopes too. Absolutely. Here we go. Is it going to work? And it has worked. Your students take advantage of the new equipment and improve their science grades. Oh, well, there we go. That's wonderful. We've done it. So we got ourselves a little boost of science as well. So what are we on? Day 4, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're over halfway through the school year now. We're over halfway through the school year. I might have to go and get some more tea because even though we're on the full speed option in academia here, it's not the quickest. I mean, time is moving by still at a relatively kind of steady pace. So I might have to go and get another cup of tea and then come back and just sip at that and keep watching what's going on and stuff because I finished my other cup ages ago. So right, I'll pause it and then I shall go to the kettle, come back and we'll carry on academia. There we go, a lovely hot fresh cup of tea has been acquired. Okay, back to watching academia. I've just had a thought, we're not halfway through, are we? We're not halfway through at all because midway through day 5 is halfway through because then 4.5 full days will have passed. Yeah, okay, there we go. Right, yeah, that just occurred to me. I was looking then, I was thinking, hang on a minute, we've still got days 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 to go. That's 5 days. Those numbers can't be right. So there we go, maths with Penge, always entirely accurate and reliable. And again, the construction of this clinic is proving to be a very good idea because it's looking pretty busy. We've got, 2 spare beds in that clinic. That's not a good sign. And how is it looking in the other clinic over here? Again, very busy. Slightly more spare beds over here, but it's still got a lot of unwell students in. It does look very odd with the beds being at that angle. It does look like the students are kind of hanging upside down off the beds. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure the staff know what they're doing. So yeah, we have got quite a lot of ill kids. 45 ill students. 26 of the juniors are ill. That's a significant number. That's a full class. That is a full class worth of the juniors that are missing from school because they're ill. Oh my goodness me. Oh, and Christopher Ortiz is going to be missing from the school, as is Aaron Hughes. More people dropping out. Okay, cheerio. Yeah, I think we just need to come to expect that the students are going to drop out for all those silly reasons. We've seen it across academia, across the years. We've seen them dropping out. Okay. How many ill do we have now? Yeah, so 44 in total and 4 delinquents. So that's crept back up a little bit. Still, it's not too bad. It's still a manageable thing. We can certainly look after the 4 delinquent students. And now we are halfway through year 14 because, yep, now we are midway through day 5. So when we get day 5 done, so we've done 4.5 days so far, and then we've now got another 4.5 days to go until the end of the year. See, now we're midway through the year. It was a test before. It was a little test. Did you notice? I'm sure you did. Okay, we've got 23 students absent due to sickness. Now, yesterday, that was a lot higher. That was up on 44 or something, wasn't it? So that's not so bad. So, maybe our wonderful medical team are doing some really good work. And of course, they should be, because we do have the doctor down here who is the principal. Hang on a minute. The doctor. That would explain the bus. That would explain why the bus can fit 630 whatever it is students in it and is really tiny. Because of course, our principal is the doctor. Oh, it all makes perfect sense now. There we go. Right, we've figured it out. Mystery no more. But yeah, there we go. I mean, we're down to 23 ill students. So yeah, well done medical team. Well done. What do you call Giselle Azarito, James Reed. I mean, yeah, one is Frank Purple. I remember Frank Purple's name because it's a great name. Frank Purple and Madison Scott. Well done, medical team, for bringing those down. Oh, and also Go Counselor Squad, because they are absolutely bringing down the delinquents as well. We're down to 4, so we've got 1 of the sophomores and 3 of the seniors are proving to be a little bit troublemaky. But yeah, they're working on them as well, which is wonderful news. I mean, we're now being paid. We're getting this money. We've currently got $45,871. We've got nothing really to do with it. I mean, I suppose I could go and put some more trees down or something, but I don't think that's really necessary. I think everything looks really lovely. And we know what will happen. If I put a tree here or something, the builder will come in, then they'll try and move up into this square, and they will claim that they are stuck in this tree here, and then we'll have to dismantle the trees and all that kind of stuff. So I think we're okay for the trees. All of the solar panels are in. Yeah, everything's looking lovely. We're just waiting for time to tick down. Day 6 now. So, yep, day 6, 7, 8 and 9. How are we actually doing in terms of the numbers? Keith Cook dropped out. I do like the wording of this because they weren't able to eat food. I think I said this before, but it's as though, he can't use chopsticks or something, and they presented him with a meal with chopsticks. So he's dropped out just because he's not able to eat the food. Not that he can't find food, Not there's no food available. It's as though the food that's being presented to him, he is unable to actually physically eat. So yeah, it's like he's got the chopsticks and he's trying to eat, I don't know, a burger or something. I'm not sure. But I do like the wording of that. I think it's a very sort of odd sort of message to give. There's the TARDIS bus just loading up with the students. Oh, except these ones. It left without these students. TARDIS bus? I'm paying you to take those students home. Now what they got to do? Just walk home now. The bus just drove off without the students. Hang on a minute. Right, I need to go and get the doctor here to have a word with the TARDIS bus company, because that's not good enough. That is not good enough at all. Oh, the doctor's cleared off. Oh, okay, right. He's first out the door, is he? Okay, fine. Right, yeah, that's not good, is it? That's not good. Just leaving the students sort of hanging around the school and then having to walk home. I mean, they did used to walk in, but you never know. Maybe there's a massive car park over here and they got dropped off by a car. Whereas, yeah, they're supposed to be taken by the bus. That's very shoddy. That's a very poor show, TARDIS bus service. Okay, it's day 7, it's 8 in the morning, and there is a random event for us to deal with. A bleeding goon stumbles into your clinic. Yeah, we've seen this sort of thing before. Can't go to a hospital. Stitch me up and I'll make sure the goons leave you alone. Do you know what? The goons will leave us alone anyway. I don't really think we ever have any trouble with goons. So, okay, if it keeps the goons away, so be it. There is a 55% chance that we lose 100 prestige. That's quite a chunk, but we have 50% less goons. Or, it's not worth it, tell him to leave. 55% chance that he goes round and smashes 15 random objects, or he calls some other goons in. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to go for this. We're not going to treat you, person, bleeding goon. I mean, how you've got through to the clinic, I do not know. How you've staggered through a load of students and staff to get to the clinic with your gunshot wounds or stab wounds or whatever you've got, I don't know. But, no. I want you to leave, please. And there's a 55% chance. Oh, there you go. Oh, okay, right. This is unexpected. The goon dies shortly after leaving the clinic. You hold your breath, but miraculously, the goons do not retaliate. He died? Okay. Right. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting him to meet his ultimate demise. Okay. Well, there we go. That's certainly an unusual twist to the final year of Cupboard College. We had somebody die on the premises. Okay, fine. I mean, why he's staggering into a school? Why he's coming into a school clinic? I mean, what did he expect us to do? What on earth did he expect us to do? Like, we've got, school medical staff. I'm sure they are wonderful, brilliant people. But, he's clearly got either a stab wound or a shot. He's been shot. He's got a bullet wound. I mean, we're not really set up to treat that sort of thing. We've probably got things like, we've got sort of, sticking plasters. And we've probably got, sort of, I don't know, some sort of ointments and things. And, very basic med stuff. We're not able to, perform life-saving operations. I don't really know why he came here, but there we go. Well, never mind. We suffered a bit of a death on site, and the good news, I suppose, is obviously not for the goon that died. That's quite bad news. But the good news for us is that nobody broke anything, which is splendid. We don't have to go around and repair a load of stuff. Hurrah! Another student there dropping out because they are allegedly unable to eat the food. I mean, I don't know what our cafeterias have done this time. Have they produced soup for starters and given everybody, I don't know, like a fork or something? Here you go, here's the soup. Here's a knife for you to eat it with. I don't know, is that what that message means? There is a random event for us to deal with. Some of the workers are demanding overtime pay. I rather think we can pay them what they are owed. And I mean, to be fair, we don't have that many workers. I think we've got 4. Imagine, maybe it's 50% of them, a couple of them are demanding overtime pay. I don't really know what overtime they've done. They've not really done anything this year. They did quite a bit at the start of the year, but over the last few days, they've not really done anything at all. They've gone and repaired some stuff. But do you know what? We'll pay them what they're owed, because we can. We've got the money for it. Oh, and do you know what? We got the +5 prestige as well. The workers are grateful and promise to work even harder for you. We promise to build ourselves into a lot more rooms for you. I mean, workers, you're not really doing that much. You're just repairing things now. But do you know what? That's it. You go and repair things even better than you did previously. Kimberly Clark there, another student suffering from our evil cafeterias who've decided to serve sandwiches and made the students eat them with a straw. And the end of year 14 is in sight because we are on day 9 and it's only just gone 6 in the morning, but of course all the kids are in, they've arrived on the TARDIS bus and yeah, where have they all gone? Again, they've kind of gone up to the school parks. The school parks look very popular. There are some kids over here, there's some in the art rooms, some in the music rooms. Couples sort of enjoying a bit of time on the computers there, and I imagine these computers have internet access. My goodness me, that is a revelation. That's very exciting. So yeah, okay, so things are looking very, very good. We'll get paid in a bit. Again, nothing to do with the money. And how is it looking in here? 97s and 96s across the board. I would like to see them get a bit higher. You've got a whole day. You've got a whole day teaching staff to get those up to 100. I'm going to be a little bit miffed if we do not see those up to 100. And how is the love confessing going? Barbara Green is confessing love to, I'm not entirely sure who anymore. Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong, Barbara. I'm very sorry for prying. Generally, Barbara, when I pry into these things, they normally go wrong. So that's probably my fault, Barbara. That's probably all down to me. Sorry, I'll just leave you to it. You deal with your emotions. Cheerio. And we have a random event to deal with. Let's have a little look. One of your former students returns with a donation. We've seen this quite a few times. We've got enough money. We've got just shy of $100,000. So yeah, donate it to a charity, please, which means we get another 100 prestige. Word spreads about the generosity of spirit. Absolutely. It's the Cupboard College way. And there we go. All the students are now gathering down here at the bus stop. It's a little bit galling that they don't really use the benches. We went to great time and effort to put all those benches in, but nobody ever sits on them. They just all pour straight into the TARDIS bus, except some of them who are just walking home. Some of you are just going home. Oh, okay, hang on. Have we not... okay, what happened with the bus then? Why are we not using the bus? 109, 163, 143, 181. I mean, that's not good. Can we get some money back from a TARDIS bus company? Because they're not obviously shipping all the students back to their homes. That's not very good, is it? But okay, in the bulk of them go. 500 or so are going in there. Yeah, some of them are choosing to walk. Okay, that's fine. But there we go. Right, so everybody piles in, except the ones that couldn't quite get there on time. They're just stranded out the front of the school. And now we just have to... Oh, no. Oh, our cleanliness is going to be way down. Look at all of the grot and the dirt. Quick, clean all this stuff up. How are we looking in terms of sanitation? There's 109 bits of dirt around the place and 7 bits of litter. Okay, you've got about half an hour. Bring the number of dirt areas down, please. Please bring them down. We don't want dirt everywhere because, yeah, that's going to bring our cleanliness rating down. They are looking like they're doing a pretty good job. Come on, just get these last bits done. How is that looking? Down to 67. If you could just get a few more bits. Just a few more bits before the end of the school year. I think... Is that it? Are they all now heading home? What did it come down to? 51. And I think that's it. It looks like everybody is now just absolutely bailing out and going home. End of the school year. So yeah, what are we down to? 62. What's everyone been doing? Are you just throwing mud on the floor? You're supposed to be cleaning it, not making it worse. Now there's 64. Oh, dear me. Okay, never mind. Our cleanliness might not be the best. Given the amount of space we've got to clean, that's probably not that bad, actually, really, is it? That's not that bad. Also, I'm not entirely sure where Wufflesby Barkington III is, because the school is now massive, and I've got no means of finding him. But he's around here somewhere. But yeah, he's been here. He's been the school mascot for all those years. Cheerio, Wufflesby, wherever you might be. There you are. There you are. There he is, who's a good boy. So there you go, Wufflesby Barkington III. We won't see you again for a little while, I don't imagine. We won't see you for a while because yes, this is our final year here at the school. But he's done very well, has Wufflesby. He's been an excellent mascot for the school. Here we go. Final exams, currently ongoing. Let's see. I mean, this is a little bit irrelevant. We know we're in first, unless there's been some utterly meteoric rise by one of the other schools. Yeah, absolutely. And, boo, the Intelligence Institute have crept back up. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. They were down here. I was hoping that they would just sort of slump off up into like 21st or something. But no, they're back up to 6. Still, nowhere near us, eh? I mean, are we even double their prestige ahead? I think we might be. So, Bartlett Heights are now in second. They're not even on 3,000. And we're on 5,800. In fact, yeah, we're 3,000 prestige ahead of them. So we're absolutely clear there. Our passing rate is B. I assume because of the number of dropouts, possibly. I do not know. Cleanliness of A. Delinquency of A. Graduate pedigree of A. An overall rating of A. That's okay. I'll take that. Let's have a look at what happened with our exam results. So failed 10. Oh, okay. So there we go. So we employ the absolute amazing fancy pants teachers with their supreme teaching skills and 10 fail. Is that the most failures we've seen? Apart from obviously the very early years, I guess, maybe. But that's quite a lot of failures, given that we replaced our teaching staff with the excellent teachers. Oh dear. Okay, well, there we go. Never mind. 51 dropped out in the end. 51 students. Something wrong with classroom 13 there. That was a rubbish classroom. Oh, classroom 26. Everyone hated classroom 26. That was the one to leave. Oh my goodness me. I'm amazed that 10 failed. That's really high compared to what we've seen recently. I mean, there was one year, not that long ago, when we had no failures at all. I suppose now we have got more kids in the school. We've got more kids in the school. Okay, there we go. So Cupboard College finishes on an A. The full year, so year 14, the final year of the school, being complete. We didn't build anything, we didn't add anything. We only sort of built water, sort of pumps and all that kind of stuff. We didn't build anything, sort of school teachery related. So yeah, that's the final grade of A. So not an A+, which I'll be honest, I'm a tiny bit disappointed, but never mind. And yeah, the passing rate is B. Yeah, 10 failures isn't good across the years, but do you know what? We can't do anything about it, I do not think. Were they all in the juniors and seniors as well? I think, yeah, all the freshmen's passed. Because, yeah, so 10 failed because 10 dropped out. Sophomores, 5 dropped out, so 5 failed. But yeah, here, look, I think 25 dropped out, but 30 failed. So yeah, 5 from that year and 5 from that year. So yeah, it was the juniors and seniors that let us down a little bit there. Oh, well, never mind. There we go. And that is it. That is it for Season 3 of Academia School Simulator. I think we've done everything we can. It's been around on the channel for quite some time as Season 3. I had to go back and check whilst nothing was going on just now. I went and had a look at what actually was going on. I thought, when did we start? When did we start this series? It was on April the 13th. So we've almost had 4 months of Academia. That's a third of a year of Academia twice a week. So I think we've kind of done Academia enough now to get the idea of what the game is about. And yeah, we've seen all the features, we've seen all the new stuff they've added, and they've added a few bits since we've been playing. They've added the nice school parks and the recycling centres and all that kind of stuff. I know the game is still being developed. They're still working on it, and there is a new feature coming in soon, which is about school closures, I believe. So yeah, they're still working on it. And it's an early access, so they're still going to sort of add things in and such like. I think what we might do is now, we might wait until Academia is fully released. Let's wait until it's actually a version 1.0 release. So, they've added all the bits in they want to add. It's actually a full released game. It's not in early access anymore. And then we might well come back and just have one final look at Academia. However, there are, of course, some scenarios in there. We could always pop back in and have a look at some of the scenario levels because, Academia is always very popular. People like Academia. I love playing Academia because it's just really nice. It's just sort of really nice and charming and very lovely. And, it's got some good sort of comedy bits in. And yes, as it stands right now, it does have a few little sort of weird glitchy bits in. All those students leaving for various random reasons that you can't do anything about and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's always a pleasure to play. It's always a pleasure to play Academia. So I think we might leave it for now. And the next full season of Academia, I think, will probably be when it comes out properly. But we might well see it in the intervening time when we might pick up a couple of scenarios and have a little look at those. Because, yeah, they look quite interesting as well. But there we go. It is done. Academia is finished. We got to the end of year 14, which I think is the most we've ever done as well. I'm pretty sure that we've never got through to year 14 before. And yeah, things are looking pretty good. A final school rating of A. I'm okay with that. A little bit disappointed, as we said earlier. It's not an A+, but do you know what? Never mind. An A is still very, very good. And more importantly, we are absolutely streets ahead of Intelligence Institute in terms of their prestige. So yeah, there we go. Absolutely. We're much better than you guys. Even though you kept stealing our students, it still didn't help you, did it? It didn't help because we are still the king of the schools. Look at that. Way out in the lead, in first place. But there we go. It's all done. So thank you to everybody who has contributed during this series. If you've watched the videos and liked them, or I know, disliked them, maybe you didn't like them, I don't know, but if you did, interact with the videos. If you commented and you provided advice and you've chatted about it on the Discord and all that kind of stuff, then thank you very much for being part of it, because yeah, it's been fun. It's been a really good series. I've very much enjoyed this. And yeah, I look forward to seeing where the game goes. I look forward to seeing the final version and what they add in, and all the new things and the stuff that maybe is coming from people people, like us playing the game, and maybe they're seeing things and maybe thinking, oh yeah, we could add this, we could take that, all that kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what the final version of the game looks like. But yeah, that might be a little while away. But yes, thank you for taking part. But now all that's left to do is just to finish things off. So hopefully you have enjoyed this, and the series as a whole, as well as this particular sort of part there. If you have, please do leave a like. That would be very, very splendid. And also, if you're not already, which I imagine most people are going to be by now, surely you're subscribed by now. But if you're not, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other nonsense and shenanigans that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard, as well as keeping up to date with Academia School Simulator whenever it might return at some point in the future. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in Cupboard College and in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. She's still heartbroken. She's still sick. Oh, Colleen, it's just not your day, is it? Sean Bozzini is going to defecate. How's the lounge looking? Do you like the plants? I left them there especially for you guys. Is there some sort of terrible apocalypse which I need to know about? He's just defecated in a bush.